if there is shortage of a commodity, its price goes up. Here, if clause simple present, and in the main clause simple present. Next, number 3. Look at here. If you are waiting for a taxi, if you are waiting for a taxi, very particular important part we are going to learn today. We are learning today. Please, dear students, pay attention to this. If you are waiting for a taxi, if you are waiting for a taxi, you should better go there. You should better go there. In the if clause, if you are waiting, if you are waiting, present continuous tense, present continuous tense. In this section, you will see the if clauses are in present tense. In earlier sentences, they were in simple present, and now here if clauses are in present, but they are particularly in present continuous tense. If you are waiting for a taxi, if clause can come in present continuous tense. This true. If you are waiting for a taxi, you should better go there. You should better go there. अगर आप टैक्सी का इंतजार कर रहे हैं तो अच्छा होगा आप वहां चले जाइए टैक्सी के पास. मीन्स जहाँ टैक्सीज रुकती है यू शुड गो देयर. यू शुड बेटर गो देयर. वहां जाना अच्छा रहेगा. If you are waiting for a taxi, if you are waiting for a taxi, you should better go there. Next, if you are looking for Raju, if you are looking for Raju, your friend, if you are looking for Raju, you may find him in the park. You may find him in the park. You may find him in the park. Most of the times you will see, according to the sense, the tense is used in the main clause. You may find him in the clause. You may find him in the park. But here, pay attention to this. In these two sentences, you see present continuous tense, and then in the next part, you may find him in the park. Future indicating meaning is there, and may is used, not a auxiliary. May is used. Means sometimes the tense in the main clause depends on the sense also. And for this, you have to learn a lot. You have to make the revision a lot. You have to take hard efforts. Next example, if you are staying for another day, if you are staying for another day, if you are staying for another day, day. Again, are staying, if you are staying for another day, present continuous tense is there in the if clause. If you are staying for another day, I shall ask the manager to charge you. I shall ask the manager to charge you at low rate. Charge you minimum rate. I shall ask the manager. I shall ask the manager to charge you low rate. I shall ask the manager to charge you charge you minimum rate. Minimum rate means if a person is staying at a hotel, if you are staying for another day, look at here, are staying, if you are staying for another day, present continuous tense in the if clause, and in the main clause, simple future tense. I shall ask the manager to charge you minimum rate. I will, I shall ask the manager, that means I'm going to request him to charge you minimum rate. But condition if you are staying for another day. Here, in the if clause, present continuous tense is used. In section number 1, simple present tense was there in the if clause. And in the main clause, future indicating words, future sense giving, future sense giving words were there. Future tense was there. And here in section number 2, present continuous tense is there in the if clause. And in main clause, you have seen again should, may, shall, such future indicating words are used. Next, if you are going to purchase a car, if you are going to purchase a car, if you are going to purchase a car, I will ask my assistant to show you the dealer's shop. I will ask, look at the variations. Variations in the use of tenses. And practice makes man perfect. You have to do the practice, dear friends. Don't get, don't break your link in your study. If you are going to purchase a car, I will ask my assistant to show you the dealer shop. To shop. Simple future tense. Will is used here. Shall is used here. Simple future tense. And in the if clause, present continuous tense. In the section 1, if clause was in simple present tense. And in section number 2 that we are studying right now, the if clause is in present continuous tense. And according to the sense, in the main clause, tenses are changed. The future indicating words are changed. Now next, Section number 3, if you are waiting for taxi, you should better go there. Present continuous tense was here in if clause, and according to the sense, the tenses were changes in main clause. Now next, here sense of the sentence makes matter also. Number 4, look at here. If you have finished dinner, if you have finished dinner, I will ask the waiter for ice cream. This is the part where we can be trapped in the examination. That's why you have to be very careful, my dear friends. I will ask the waiter for ice cream. Yes. If you have finished dinner, I will ask the waiter for ice cream. Again, so in section 1, in section 2, in section 3, in section 4, the if clauses were in present tense. In first and 2 clauses were in simple present tense. Then in section number 3, the clause if clause was in present continuous tense. And in section number 4 that you see on the screen, the if clause is in present perfect tense. If you have finished dinner, if you have finished dinner, present perfect tense. And again, in the main clause, I will ask the waiter for ice cream. Simple future tense is used in the main clause. Next, if you have, if he has written the, if he has written the poem, 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 again present perfect tense. In section number 2, in section number 4, the if clauses are in present perfect tense. If he has written the poem, if he has written the poem, I will send it to the publisher. I will send it to the publisher. Publisher, the person who publishes our writing. Yes. In section number 4, you will see if clauses are in present perfect tense. And in the main clause, you will see simple future tense. One more example of this type. If you have seen the Victoria Palace, if you have seen the Victoria Palace, if you have seen the Victoria Palace, we would better go to see the Taj Mahal today. we would better go to see the Taj Mahal today. Taj Mahal. Here you will see present perfect tense is there in the if clause. If you have seen the Victoria Palace, अगर आपने विक्टोरिया पैलेस देखा है तो फिर आज अपन ताजमहल देखने जाएंगे. Simple future tense is there, and would is the past form of will. So would is used here. Meaning is future. If you have seen the Victoria Palace, we would better go to see the Taj Mahal today. So in this way, my dear friends, up to now we have seen that conditional sentences means the condition is there in the sentence, and this complete conditional sentence can be divided or parted into two parts, part A and part 2. In part A, if clause, and in part 2, main clause. In part 2, main clause. A conditional sentence consists of two parts, the if clause and the principal clause. The if clause shows the condition, and the principal clause shows the result, or it supplies the answer to the first clause. For example, if I travel on foot, I shall never be in time for dinner. If I travel on foot. If a man does not behave properly, he is not respected. Then conditional sentences are classified into mainly, they can be categorized into three mainly. Number one, A, conditional sentences, where if clause is in present tense. If clause in present tense. Up to now we have seen all the if clauses were in present tense. In section 1, we have seen section 1 of the A means the conditional sentences are classified into three. A, if clause where the if clause is in present tense. Then B, if clause is in past tense. And C, if clause is in past perfect tense. We are studying the A, where conditional sentences are conditional sentences in which if clause is in present tense. For example, A 1, where you will say the if clause is in simple present tense, then the main clause is in future tense. Future indicating words are there like will, then may, can, could, should. For example, if it rains, he will not come in time. If he runs fast, he will reach in time. If the fog gets thicker, the plane may be late. Then in number 2, if clause is in present tense. Again, there if clause is in simple present tense. Let's have a look over there. Section number 2. Yes. Here, if clause is in present tense, simple present tense, and the main clause is in simple present tense as well. For example, if you heat ice, it turns to water. If you boil water, it turns to vapor. then it turns to vapor. If there is shortage of a commodity, if there is shortage of a commodity, its price goes up. In the second section, you will see the if clause is in simple present and the main clause also is in simple present. Then next, section number 3, yes, section number 3, the main clause is in present continuous tense. Main clause is in present continuous tense. And according to the sense, in section number 3, if clause is in present continuous tense. If clause is in present continuous tense, this is the present continuous tense. If you are waiting for a taxi, if clause is in present continuous tense, whereas the main clause is in future tense. Should is the past form of shall. Actually, it is the past form, but the meaning is future. Meaning is future. You should better go there. Suggestion has been given here also. Then in the next example, if you are looking for Raju, you may find him in the park. Suggestion. Or you may find him in the park. May is used. Then in the next example, you will see if you are staying for another day, I shall ask the manager to charge you minimum rate. And in the section 4, where if clause is in present perfect tense, if clause is in present perfect tense, if you have finished dinner, you have finished dinner, you have finished dinner, present perfect tense. And in main clause, you will see simple future tense. According to the sense, the tense is used here. Future indicating words are used here. If you have finished dinner, I will ask the waiter for ice cream. If he has written the poem, I will send it to the publisher. And if you have seen the Victoria Palace, we would better go to see the Taj Mahal today. This way, we have learned today the conditional sentences are classified into mainly 3: if clause, present tense; if clause, past tense; and if clause, past perfect tense. Among them, today we have studied conditional sentences A, where if clause is in present tense. It was in simple present tense. It was in present continuous tense, and if clause was in present perfect tense. According to the sense, the main clause was in future tense. Main clause was in simple present tense. Future indicating words were used there like may, can, should, will, and shall also. Dear friends, sir, doubt session शुरू करूं. Rushikesh sir, we will start their doubt session. Dear friends, On today's topic, if you have any query or doubt, please ask.
This participant, raise your hand who has doubts. Vedant. Vedant, speak.
Hello?
Yes, Vedant.
Vedant?
Is anyone have doubts?
Dear friends, your revision is important. Your revision is important. Practicing also is important. And the words which are new for you, find the meanings of them in the dictionary also and learn by heart. We have to be very good.
Sir, one student have doubt.
Plus past tense and if plus past perfect tense. Among these three, we have studied today part A, section 1, 2, 3, 4. In part A, section 1, if clause was in simple present tense, whereas main clause is in simple future tense. Sometimes future indicating words like may, can, should were used there. Secondly, if clause was in simple present tense and main clause was also in simple present tense. For example, if you heat ice, it turns to water. In section 3, if clause is in present continuous tense, if you are waiting for a taxi and then according to the sense, tense was used in the main clause. For example, you should better go there. If you are waiting for a taxi, you should better go there. If you are looking for Raju, your friend, you may find him in the park. And in the section 4, if clause is in present perfect tense. For example, if you have finished dinner and then simple future tense was there in the main clause, I will ask the waiter for ice cream.
Sir.
Okay, dear students.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I sent a question in a chat to you, and it is raised by Sahil Santosh Joshi.
Okay, in the chat na?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, sir. Let me see.
Sahil, unmute from your side. Sahil Santosh Joshi, you raised a question.
Sir, difference between should and would when it used. Actually, this is the part we have completed in our auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs. Should is the past form of shall and would is the past form of will. So according to the past of shall, should is used, and according to past form of will, would is used. But sometimes they have their own meanings also. Should means it is used for our moral obligations. हमने ये करना चाहिए, हमने वो करना चाहिए, इस तरह से. For example, you should better go there. If you are waiting for a taxi, you should better go there. Though it is the past form here of shall, but it is not used like here. It indicates only what we should do. हमने क्या करना चाहिए, इस सेंस में वो आता है. और would जो है, it is also past form of will. In the reported speech, indirect speech, would is used as the past of will, but here it indicates sometimes the future tense also. Future tense also. If you are looking for Raju, we would find him in the park. Here, though it is the past form of will, but indicates future future meaning. It indicates future meaning. चलो हम उन्हें वहाँ ढूंढते हैं. Then, if you are going to purchase a car, we would ask my assistant. हम हमारे assistant को पूछते हैं. So it indicates the future meaning only here. Next,
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank
you
you,
will
sir.
have to revise
yes, Sahil. Your doubt is
our
clear, I think.
auxiliary verbs again. Next,
Vedant,
Vedant.
Sahil, is your doubt is clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, clear. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Vedant, sir, I sent again you a message of Vedant. He sent me. Sir, Vedant sent this.
Okay, okay. Sir, different. If you boil water, it turns to ice. Is there, is there comma between it and turn? Very simple, my dear friend. It depends on the pause that we take. If we take a long pause, then we have to put the comma there. Otherwise, not necessary. Here, if you boil water, it turns to vapors. No comma. But if we take a long pause, then it is must for us to put the comma. But in this sentence, comma is not there. Next.
Vedant, is your doubt is clear? Sir, Mandar sent this to me, sir.
What is the format of the questions on this topic in examination? My dear friends, such kinds of actually close test, spot the errors, fill in the blanks. In these sections, anything will come which have the base of grammar. Your tense, your conditions, your conditional sentences, then your subject verb agreement, your vocabulary, your synonyms and antonyms. Grammar means everything related to our language study. Okay? The questions are based on your grammar, then your vocabulary. In vocabulary, synonyms, antonyms, one word for synonym, one word uh, for the many words, one word substitutions. Yes.
Sir, Shubham Maruti Palake. He raised a
Yes, Shubham. Ask the question.
sir, he raised a question in the chat.
Difference between if clause and principal clause. Very simple. A principal clause is a part of a sentence. Let us come to the point number 1. Look at here. Very first, that concept I have cleared here. Here, if it rains, this is if clause. This is if clause. Condition is there. And he will not come in time. This is the principal clause. Means main clause. If clause is a clause that is a part of a whole sentence. If it rains, he will not come in time. This is a complete sentence. And this complete sentence is divided into two parts. One part is if clause and another part is the principal clause. Now, if clause is called to that part which has the condition, and main clause is a part which does not depend on the if clause. He will not come in time. If we separate this, it is having its own complete sense. It is not depend on any other clauses, and that's why it is a main clause. It is not depend on other clauses. That's why it is called independent clause also. It is called the main clause also. Whereas if clause is depend on main clause to complete the sense. Actually, if clause is also having its own meaning, but that meaning is not complete. To complete the sense of its meaning, it has to depend, or it has to depend on the main clause also. Main clause is a clause which has complete sense. Next.
Is anyone have
मेन
doubt?
अपनी जो मीनिंग है वो पूरी होती है, और इफ क्लॉज जो है उसका मीनिंग होता है लेकिन वो पूरा नहीं होता, उसमें कंडीशन होती है। इफ क्लॉज को पूरा कंप्लीट मीनिंग करने के लिए मेन क्लॉज पर डिपेंड रहना पड़ता है, जैसा कि मेन क्लॉज पर उसका मीनिंग पूरा करने के लिए इफ क्लॉज पर डिपेंड रहने की जरूरत नहीं है। इसीलिए मेन क्लॉज दूसरों पर निर्भर नहीं है, इसलिए उसको इंडिपेंडेंट क्लॉज भी कहते हैं, प्रिंसिपल क्लॉज भी कहते हैं और मेन क्लॉज भी कहते हैं। नेक्स्ट।
Shubham, your doubt is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Shubham.
Mandar?
We have just 1 minute. Please ask.
Yes, sir.
Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
next queries will be taken tomorrow. Don't worry. Okay, welcome, dear students.
There's no doubt.
Okay, thank you, sir. And thank you, students. Enjoy the rest of the day. Good day to you.
Try to join at 10:30. There will be the science lecture. Try to join at 10:30. There will be the science lecture.